Welcome. In this lesson, we'll learn how to talk about your current project in a simple and clear way. Imagine a colleague or client asks you, "So, what are you working on right now?" Your answer should be short, focused, and easy to understand, even for someone who is not familiar with your field. In business communication, it's important to describe your current project clearly, so others understand what you're working on right now. One simple way to do this is to follow the PAPO formula: project title, project aim, project process, project outcome. First, project title. Say the name of your project. This gives your listener a quick starting point. Next, project aim. Explain the purpose or goal of the project in one short sentence. Then, project process. Describe how you are organizing or carrying out the work. Finally, project outcome. State what the expected result or benefit will be. If you follow PAPO, your listener will understand the big picture, and will be ready to ask questions or discuss details if needed. In this listening activity, you will hear 4 examples of PAPO project descriptions. As you listen, write down the key information for each description. The project title. The project aim. The project process. The project outcome. You can pause the audio whenever you need to, and listen again if you want to check your notes. Let's begin with the first example.
Current Project 1.
The focus of my current project is energy generation. Its aim is to predict world energy needs in the next 25 years. I'm sending questionnaires to major energy corporations and also interviewing industry leaders and government ministers in 10 leading oil and gas producers. The outcome will be a report to be published this December, so the schedule is pretty tight.
Current Project 2.
The project I'm working on right now is putting together a bid for a tender for a new nuclear power station in France. We have 3 partners, 2 of them are French, and we are doing the planning and costing. We have to submit the bid by the end of the year.
Current Project 3.
My main project at the moment is to source new customers. We need to increase our customer base for our new products. I'm identifying key customers in the EU and making appointments to meet all of them. The outcome? 10 new large customers by the end of this year.
Current Project 4. My main task right at this moment is to prepare the monthly figures. The objective is to check revenue and costs and to calculate the gross margin for the month just ended. To do that, I have to contact all our partners in the UK and in the Netherlands and in Brazil to collect the figures. Then I have to check them and complete the report. The outcome, I hope, will be a higher gross margin.
Let's check the suggested answers for the listening activity. Now it's time for speaking practice. You will hear some example sentences for describing your current project. First, listen carefully to each sentence. Then, repeat it aloud, matching the pronunciation, stress, and rhythm. Are you ready? Let's begin.
P. How to describe your project title.
The focus of my current project is... The project I'm working on right now is... The project I'm currently responsible for is...
A. How to describe your project aim.
The aims and objectives of the project are... It's a project which is designed to... The project aims to...
P. How to describe your project process.
The project is organised in 3 stages: plan, build and run. There are 3 phases in the project: project research, materials design and project dissemination. The project is divided into 3 main areas: sourcing contractors, agreeing contracts and managing the supply chain.
O. How to describe your project outcome. Quality outcomes.
The project outcomes will be increased customer support, reduced customer complaints and higher overall customer satisfaction. The outcome of the project will be improved performance and deeper staff engagement with the product and with the company.
Time outcomes.
Stage 1 will be completed by December. The project is due for completion by this time next year.
Now it's time for test yourself. Complete the sentences with words from the box. Let's check the suggested answers for the test yourself. Let's move to the next part of test yourself. Complete the sentences with prepositions from the box. Let's check the suggested answers for the prepositions. Now let's practice describing your current project in a real-world situation. Imagine you're at a conference. A business partner walks up to you and asks about your current project. You will hear his questions one by one. After each question, answer as if you were speaking to him directly. Use the PAPO structure to guide your answer: project title, project aim, project process, and project outcome. Remember to speak clearly, keep your answers short, and avoid unnecessary technical language. Ready? Let's begin.
Tell me what you're working on right now. Sounds interesting. What are its aims? I see. And tell me how you're running the project. And what will the outcome be? What are you hoping for? That's very interesting. Let me tell you what I'm working on at the moment. We're looking for a supplier who can supply us.
Great work today. You've learned how to describe your current project clearly and simply using the PAPO structure: project title, project aim, project process, and project outcome. We practiced listening, speaking, and answering questions, just like you would in real business situations. Remember, the key is to focus on the main points, use clear language, and adapt your explanation to your listener. Keep practicing until you can describe your project in 20 to 30 seconds with confidence and ease. That way, whether you're in a meeting, at a conference, or speaking with a client, you'll always make a strong and professional impression.